Hey, my clean eaters, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, it is the middle, well, not the middle, I guess, still kind of the beginning of our challenge. And I wanted to just reach out to all of you in person, and because we all live so far apart, video is the closest I could get to person. So, hey, what's going on? So I'm in my car, I'm on my way to work. This is a time, I live in the Bay Area, California. It's super crazy busy here. I commute each way to work, and I learned a long time ago that all this dead space in my car can be used for another purpose. And so if you've been in any of my groups, you'll see these dash cam videos. But I wanted to just check in and say hey, and just say I'm loving this group and I'm loving what you guys are doing. Keep up the good work. But I'd love to hear some reports on how you're doing so far, how you're feeling. I know for me, when I have fallen off the wagon for a bit and then I get back to my clean eating, I feel the effects really fast. It only takes a couple days for me to feel, better inside and have more energy, and my mental clarity goes up and just feeling, amazing. And that just takes a couple days. So I want to know, from you, how are you feeling now that we've done this for a couple days? Does anybody have any questions? At the end of this group, we're going to have a Q&A video from me. So I'd love to hear your questions. Questions on the meal plans, questions about clean eating, questions about exercise, whatever you want to ask, whatever's on your mind, just jot those little questions down, and I'll be posting in a couple days a post where you can post your questions underneath, and then I will do a video and answer all of your questions. So a little bit about me. I started working out and exercising at a time in my life when I had reached the lowest place that I just wouldn't allow myself to go any lower. I was so out of shape and so really disgusted, honestly, with myself, that I just knew I had to do something. I was 32 years old, married to a wonderful guy, and I had come out in my early 20s. I had had another marriage that was abusive. So I just had a lot of baggage, honestly, and it affected my health, it affected my weight, it affected my activity levels. And I had just reached that place where I knew that, something had to change, and if anybody was going to change it, it was me. So I dusted off my P90X DVDs, and I really committed to myself that I was going to give this thing everything I had for 90 days and just see what I could accomplish. Now, for some of you, you might be thinking, oh my God, P90X, yes, I'm one of those people that if I'm going to do something, I will pick the hardest, craziest, awfulest possible thing to do, and I will do it. But because of that, I usually tend to burn myself out really fast, and this was a pattern that I had going. So I knew this time, I had to really finish, and I had to make it just that commitment. And so I did. And I can honestly tell you, it was hard. It was not the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. But at the same time, it wasn't as hard as it could have been because I had that commitment. And that's something that I think a lot of people lack and a lot of people miss out on. We get tired of where we're at, and we're sick and tired of feeling bad and not being able to fit into our clothes and not feeling good and excited when we go shopping for clothes because we can't just pull something off the rack and put it on. All those things, not wanting to take pictures, not wanting to be in family pictures, wanting to hide behind people. I experienced all of that, but all the other times that I tried to lose weight, it was just kind of this half-hearted, yeah, I want to lose weight, but I didn't ever really dig into why. Why did I want to lose the weight? And the why that you want to accomplish your goals is just as important as your goals. If you're not into your why, and if you don't have that firmly in your focus and know exactly why you want to do this, chances are you won't. Chances are the first time you get a little down, maybe you hop on the scale and instead of it going down a pound, it went up a pound. Or maybe, life gets busy and throws you a curveball, or your car breaks down, or your dog dies, or whatever it is that happens in your life. And those things will happen. Trust me, it happens to everyone. It rains on all of us at some point. But if you're not firmly like grasped a hold of why you're doing this, when those things happen, guess what's going out the window? And guess what's coming back? I'll tell you what's coming back: pizza and donuts and chocolate, right? So anyway, I dug into that, like that why. And my why was just that absolute, felt like this was my last chance to prove to myself that I could do this, and to prove to myself that I was worth the effort. Being in an abusive relationship really takes a toll on you mentally and emotionally, and I just had a lot of that baggage that I wasn't worth it, that I wasn't worth anything. And so this was just my like last chance to prove to myself that yes, I was. And so I did it, and I pushed myself, and at the end of the 90 days, I have never felt, honestly, I have never felt a feeling that high. It was just the accomplishment and knowing that I had taken on this challenge and I had crushed the heck out of it, and I did it, and I didn't give up on myself, and I pushed through. And it wasn't even, honestly, I lost a lot of weight, but it wasn't even about the weight. It was just that inner accomplishment, and I got hooked. So beware, y'all. When you really focus on yourself and you make yourself a priority and you take on challenges and you start crushing them, you will get hooked. You'll get hooked on that feeling. It's a high. And so I did P90X again. I thought, that was so not that hard, right? Like, I crushed it. I'm going to do this again. And I did that bad baby again. And at the end of my second round, I had added in Shakeology at that point as well in my second round. And at the end of that 90 days, I had lost a total between 2 rounds of 50 pounds. And I had lost my chronic IBS that I had struggled with for 13 years. And I mean chronic. It was not pretty. I have not had IBS since. It's been about 4 years at this point. No more IBS. I don't even think about it anymore unless I'm telling my story. And I developed muscles, not just physical muscles, but mental and inner emotional strength that I had never had before. And honestly, when I think about, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get emotional. When I think about how this has affected me, not just me, but affected my relationships with my family, affected my relationship with my husband. I can't even tell you how amazing it is. And I got addicted to that feeling of just feeling great. And when you feel great about yourself, you're so much more equipped to give yourself away to other people and to be a better mom, a better wife, a better sister, a better friend when you really devote your time to yourself. And I know for us women that's hard, because honestly, like, we all have other obligations, we all have other things that we have to do in our day, and we have so many things pulling at us, and we tend to let ourselves drop down on the list, the priority list. But let me tell you right now, when you place yourself at the top of that priority list, it frees you up to be better at all the other things that you have to be. And a happier you is just a better you. So if you're one of those people that have been neglecting yourself because of all the other things that you have to do, trust me, carve out the time for yourself. Make yourself a priority. Get up at 5 in the morning to do your workout. That's what I do. Trust me, I am a busy person. I am an extremely busy person. I live in an extremely busy culture. The Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, you can't get, well, maybe LA. Okay, I'll take it back. LA might be worse, but I mean, this place is cray, okay? So if I can do it, anybody can do it. You just have to make it happen. But when you do that and you let yourself know that, hey, you are a priority and your time is important, and taking that time for you, you'll be better at all those other things that pull at you. You'll have a lot more patience with your kids, with your husband. You'll just be better, trust me. So I want to encourage you to really do that, and make this week the start, not just a week challenge, okay? Anybody can do a week. It's not that hard. Make this a lifestyle. And that's what, I really tried when we put these meal plans together. that's what I was really going for, is a lifestyle, because that's what matters, is allowing yourself to not feel deprived and knowing, you know, that you can have certain things. You just can't have them every day, okay? I still eat pizza once in a while, you know, I still have ice cream every once in a while, but it's not a daily occurrence like it used to be. And I don't feel deprived. I feel happy, and I feel good inside, and I know when I'm eating well that, you know, I'm preparing my future, and all of that. So anyway, that was just a little bit about my story. I didn't mean to go into as much detail as I did, so I'm sorry about that, but I hope that you guys really dig in and really get a hold of this, because it's amazing. It's changed my life, and I know it has the power to do that for you.